Hey guys, it's Jensen, and in today's story time, I'm going to be talking about the time that my friend's mom smoked weed with us. I know this story sounds pretty hard to believe, but it actually happened, and it's kind of weird because most parents wouldn't even accept the fact that you'd be doing that. Like most parents, if they find out that their kids are like smoking weed or cigarettes or any drugs, like will ground you, and they will get mad. But this mom not only lets her son do it, but she smokes or she smokes weed with him, and she actually like encouraged him to do it and brought him into it. So that's kind of weird, but I'm gonna get into this. So this takes place, I think, like around a month or two ago, so pretty recent. So yeah, so this starts out, me and my friends are just on CSGO, we're talking, and it's kind of just the conversation's all over the place. People are talking about the most random things. And then this guy is like, bro, why does my mom buy me these sour, like, Puff Bar flavors? She knows I don't want them. And I'm like, what the fuck? Everyone was there was just shocked. Like, what did he just, like, his mom buys him Puff Bars? And then he's like, yeah, I have my mom go to the gas station and buy me Puff Bars. And then he goes on and says that his mom influenced him to smoke weed. I guess, so my friend was getting these migraines, and then he was talking to his mom about it, and she's like, well, you know what will help with that? Marijuana. And so I guess she just gave it to him, and he started smoking, yeah, so then he says that his mom actually smokes with him sometimes, and we don't really believe this, so we're like, someone jokes, and they're like, oh, let's smoke with her then. And the guy's like, okay, sure, like seeming all serious, and we're like, no, there's no way. And then we end up hanging out with them the next weekend, and then me and like four other people, most of the people that were in that CSGO game that were having that whole conversation, are just chilling at this guy's house. And then his mom comes home, she comes home from work, and she has this bag of weed in her hand, and then she's like, my friend gets up, and she's like, so you guys want to smoke weed with us? You smoke weed? You guys smoke? And then she's like, so would your parents be fine with this? I don't want to do it. And then we all like, yeah. Because, we want to do it. We want to see what will happen smoking weed with a fucking mom. And yeah, so we say sure. And we actually did it. We went outside and we rolled some joints and blunts and stuff like that. And that was actually my first time smoking a blunt. So yeah. And she had some pretty good fucking weed, like, I think it was like the best I ever had, but that's pretty much it. And the next day we went over there again, or me and like two other people, not everyone. And then she's like, I'm going to the gas station right now. I'm getting, my son, I'm not going to say his name, but I'm getting him a Puff Bar. Do you guys want some? Just give me the money for it and I can go and get it for you. And I'm like, what? So I'm like, sure. So I hand her over like $15 or whatever it is, or $10, I don't know, and she actually buys it for me. It's kind of crazy, but yeah. So parents, if you're watching this, be more like this mom. I don't know, and I just want to have a disclaimer at the end. I do not condone the usage of like any drugs, and for sure, like fucking like pills and like cocaine. No, don't do any of that. But the decision's on you. If you do it, don't watch it just because, or don't try it just because you watch this video and you're like, oh, he says it's cool, or he says you should do it. I'm not saying you should do it. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it either. So do it on your own risk, but don't do like hard drugs or anything. But that's pretty much it for this story time. Pretty crazy. I have some other like weed related stories I might tell in the future, but that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and peace.